That's awful. For those that don't know, that was 35 pounds worth of babies' poopy diapers. Yeah, that's my life now. But you know it's not a number 2? A cold startup on a Japanese turbocharged automobile. That's right. Ain't no number 2s here. Now I know y'all want me to take out the Subaru because it is clearly the best car in the fleet, and by the end of the video, you're not gonna be able to disagree with me. We're not gonna take it out today. We're gonna take the Hellcat for now. But first, welcome everyone to my garage. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all crushing life. Also, big shout out to today's video sponsor, Private Auto. For without them, this video would not be possible. Maybe? Yeah, I kind of expected that. We all expected that. The car's dead. It's dead. Now, fortunately, I expected this. This is why I keep my jump starter with me. Here we go. No questions, we got this. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Don't worry, baby B's awake. All good. I didn't wake him up. Be brave. Have faith. Now what I'm about to do, I shouldn't do, because as you're gonna see in this video, I'm in loads and loads and loads of debt, and I should really start saving my money a little bit more. However, it's the NFL playoffs. How do you not crush a pizza while you're watching NFL playoffs? I'm doing everything opposite that Dave Ramsey would say I should do. We're making financial decisions here that don't really coincide with what I would normally do, but yet at the same time they kind of do. You're gonna see. The reason we're starting with the Hellcat is that I'm in a better financial predicament with the Hellcat than I am with a lot of my other vehicles. Now with all my debt and all my car payments, I should not be spending $15 on pizza, but it's the playoffs. Playoffs! Now the reason I say I'm in the best financial predicament with the Hellcat is even though my payment is $1,177 a month, my interest is only 2.19%, and that's pretty good. I only owe just over $21,000 on this vehicle, and the value per all the websites out there looks like this car is worth about 65 grand. So I got some equity in this vehicle. I got a super low interest rate. We're feeling pretty good. In fact, I could even pay off this vehicle if I wanted to, but the interest rate is so low, it just does not make any sense to put 21 grand towards something that has 2.19% interest, especially when you see everything else I've put myself into. And if you're confused, yes, it is the middle of winter here in Utah, and we're having a beautiful spring shower. It's quite pleasant outside, so welcome to Utah. Cheeseburger, chicken nugget. This is just a snack. This $9 doesn't count. It doesn't count. Like I say, it's just a snack. Snacks don't cost money, nor do they have calories. I don't know why. It's just science. I gotta slow down. I ate the paper with that. Seriously, I needed that. Come on. Yep. All right, let's go. Whoa. Okay. Now that we've done all the purdy mods with the Hellcat, I'm thinking about doing some performance mods. Nothing too crazy. It's already supercharged, but you know, a pulley and a few things. However, that would cost money. And as you can see in this video, we're talking about maybe I should sell some cars because of all my car payments. So to modify the car, it doesn't make sense because it's money. You see the circular thing with money? Money, I need more money. Yeah, baby. Now, if you guys haven't picked up yet, I'm rethinking a lot of my life decisions right now because the monthly payments, I haven't even gotten into the nasty ones, the nasty interest rates I agreed to. That's just the reality. It is so painful what we're gonna get into. So I'm kind of rethinking, maybe I should dump some cars. Maybe I should get rid of some cars. The problem is, for me, I hate selling cars. It's such a painful process. That's why I trade them in so often. But there's this website out there now called Private Auto, which makes the process so much easier. That's the website I need to use to sell some cars and save myself some money. Now, if I do decide to sell one of my vehicles, I'm absolutely going to use Private Auto, the sponsor of today's video. I have sold and traded in and bought enough vehicles over my lifetime that I know the process can go smoothly, but a lot of times it's extremely painful, and there's got to be a better way. It's 2024 after all. Private Auto is now finally that better way we've all been waiting for. Private Auto is like if Facebook Marketplace and Venmo had a baby, except there were no scams and no limits. I could receive $10,000, $50,000, even over $100,000 instantly into my account if I sold a vehicle through Private Auto. Aside from sending and receiving funds immediately and having them verified, Private Auto has a bunch of amazing features. These are some of my favorites. It has a window brochure feature, which means you can communicate from within Private Auto via private chat, so you don't have to exchange your personal information. And from within that private chat, you can make an offer, accept an offer, reject an offer, or counter offer. It has an electronic bill of sale function, and it will walk you through all the steps needed. And get this, 0 transaction fees. Psh, I know. Seriously, I'm so glad Private Auto is here to make our lives so much better. Be sure to go to privateauto.com and use my code Burlacher to list your car for free. I'm gonna link everything you need below. Use my code Burlacher. They're gonna make our lives so much better. Now let's get into it. Now, the other vehicle I'm actually in a really okay financial situation with is my GT350, which obviously makes sense. I've had the GT350 and the Hellcat for the longest amount of time, so the interest rates and all that stuff are the best with those. I have 2.99% interest on the GT350, and my monthly payment is only $727. I'm gonna pay off the Hellcat before the GT350 because I owe roughly the same on the GT350 that I do with the Hellcat, just over $21,000. I could also potentially pay that one off as well, but again, such a low interest rate, does that really make sense? Now, the hard question, if we were to sell a vehicle, which one do we sell? The Shelby F-150 here cannot be something we sell because it's the only one that works in the winter in inclement weather. It's the only all-wheel drive, it's the only powerhouse, it's the only beast. I can fit my whole family in it. Obviously we got the Subaru, but the Subaru is not going to be sold, and also I'll explain why. I just financially that would be the dumbest thing to do right now. So the Shelby F-150 I should sell, expensive, but it's like that's my family vehicle. But you see, I pay $1,135 a month for this vehicle, which is honestly, this vehicle is so cool, is so worth it. However, the most painful part about this is my interest rate is 7.09%. Yes, 7.09. That's insane. That is so painful. My credit, I have great credit. It's always over 800. It's solid, it's strong, good credit history and all that stuff. But I bought this during a time in the market when interest rates were just crazy, 7.09. So at one point in time, the bank said, hey, yeah, you're trustworthy, 2.9% interest. You're still trustworthy, so we'll give you a great deal, 7.09% interest. Like, paying that interest rate is insane. I don't mind the $1,135 a month for this vehicle because it is my family vehicle. I love this thing. It's such a beast. I drive it all the time, but 7.09%, that just doesn't make sense. Now, honestly, that sounds pretty good when you're talking about the Ferrari, but we're not going to get there yet because the best vehicle in the fleet is by far the Subaru. You see, I bought this for my wife when all the dealerships were throwing out crazy deals. Interest rate on this sucker, 0%. A big fat 0%. That's right. I bought it in 2020, had it for 3 years. I only owe just over $4,000 left on this vehicle. It's worth maybe 20 grand in the market, but again, 0% interest. I've been paying the minimum amount due. I've gotten free money on this vehicle for the last 3 years. The monthly payment's only $600, so we haven't paid it off yet. But we're just in a really good situation with this. My wife loves it. We're set. Y'all know I want to upgrade my wife into something else, but again, 0% interest. We only owe $4,000 left. It's gonna be a free car. Getting rid of car payments, so that's gonna be a good one. Obviously, I'm not gonna pay it off right now because again, free money, that makes no sense. You do not pay off a 0% interest vehicle. Sure, it'd be nice to get the papers, but paying off that 4 grand left of the balance there is gonna cost me more than if I put that 4 grand towards something else. Maybe paying off that, but again, the interest rate on that is so good, which is why I have the struggle that I have, because really I should pay off the Ferrari or the Shelby because the interest rate's so high and the interest rate's so high. However, I owe $58,000 on this truck and I owe $92,000 on the Ferrari. So yeah, I mean, could I pay off one of these two? I could, but again, I also like having cash in the bank. So if you have not figured it out yet, it should be blatantly obvious by now. This channel is not a financial advice channel. This channel is more so of like what you should not do. Except the Subaru, I got that one right. Don't do what I'm doing, be better. Do better. Now, the beautiful Ferrari, you should sit down for this. The interest rate that I pay, again, I bought this just barely a few months ago, so the market, the rates, they were high, but again, I have great credit, 9.24%. on this car. My monthly payment is $1,548 a month on this, but it's a Ferrari. But 9.24%, I mean, talk about financial decisions here. Like, don't do that. Now, to put that into perspective for some of you, pay attention here. This is gonna rock your world. For those that have loans, that have gotten loans during this economy, you're gonna get it, but still, this is painful. I've had the Hellcat for a couple years now. In total, the entire time I've owned this vehicle, 2.19%, I've only paid $1,566 in interest, which is not bad. That's a pretty good deal over a couple years. The Ferrari, I've only had it for a few months, 9.24%. Now again, the loan value is twice as high as it was for the Hellcat to start out, but still, just a few months, I've paid $2,010 in interest on the Ferrari already. This is a multi-year loan on this sucker. Like, the interest is, but it's a Ferrari and the economy is whack. What am I gonna do? Now, for those of you that have been paying attention, you will know that I also have a 1993 Bronco and a 1968 Mustang that I split with my dad. Both of those I paid cash for. They were both worth around $15,000 for. I have 0 loans, 0% interest, all is well. I own them outright. The 68 we're not gonna sell. The Bronco, that could be some cash pretty quick, pretty easy right there. So, but the 0% interest and the $0 loan payment, that is nice. Now, how much cash do I send to the banks every single month for these loans? If you've been doing your mental math, which I know some of you can, not all of you, we're not all special, you will get the total of $5,187 in car payments that I have right now. And frankly, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be straight up on, that's a lot. That's a lot of money. Also, we have insurance to tack that on top. Now, I'm gonna put up the monthly insurance payment I have for each vehicle right here, list them all out for you. But in total, each month I pay $754 for auto insurance for all my vehicles. So you add that with the $5,187, you're getting pretty close to $6,000 a month just for loan payments and insurance. That's it. Not talking about maintenance and repairs and mods and all that. And it's a lot of money. And I don't know how we're still here. I don't know how we're still doing. I should stop buying shoes and pizza and Wendy's, and I should just eat Top Ramen. Now, there is a bright star in all of this. I'm always looking at the cup as half full. You gotta live your life that way, in my opinion. If you've been paying attention, I have roughly $199,000 in car loans, which is absolutely insane, but it's true. However, I am not upside down in a single car loan. In fact, I have a decent amount of equity, and overall, my conservative estimate is my car collection is worth roughly $350,000. If I needed to come into some cash quickly, I could sell all my vehicles and I could pocket $151,000 pretty quickly. So that just makes you feel a little bit better about some of the dumb life decisions. So that's all. Now, I just threw a lot of numbers at y'all today, and I know you're like me, where you absolutely love, now you could just talk numbers all day, you pure accountants, you silly folks. But that being said, I maybe should look at restructuring, paying something off, selling a vehicle or something like that. However, next video, we got kind of a banger for you. It's kind of a twist, kind of excited about it. Might create some more problems. We got a cool car coming. Stay tuned. We'll see you next video. I wish y'all the best of luck. Make sure you go crush it. Peace.